Welcome everyone, this is Michi Hoyer. Welcome for a little short testing session for the Formula SimRacing Zandvoort Grand Prix. So round 3 of the FSR pre-season test racing is coming up. Tonight we will have a little race coming up, and therefore we're doing a little bit of practice here. Starting to fiddle around with setup work and to try and get going out on the tricky circuit of Zandvoort. Yeah, we're about to leave the pits with a hard tyre compound just to get a feel for it, and then we see how things will develop from there. At the very least, the race is going to be streamed. Stream goes live 15:30 CET. That is 2.5 hours from now. As we're now, first of all, getting a little bit of practice in snow. No real road, no grip whatsoever already here. So we really start from zero. And once again, we're around Zandvoort, a track I never really raced with high speed F1 cars on. Well, I did, it's a lie. Last year I did some FSR promo laps around here as the track got announced to the new calendar. Although I still have my opinion about it. I think it is a bad idea to race here with F1 cars. No overtaking will be possible. I'm not even sure how the banked final turn will play its role. Psycho Ben, hey buddy. Also Max Rurik. I'm doing well, how about you? Thank you so much for joining in here, guys. So also still we do not have any DRS here whatsoever. DRS comes here. Hey there, Tess. How the heck have I set up FFB in rFactor 2? What exactly do you mean? Because there's two different types of FFB settings. The one that is in your profiler, and then the one that is in game. So which of these two are you referring to? Hey there, Joff. Yep, I agree with that, Joffrey. Sadly, this is the case. And that is obviously no offense to FSR administration. They have just a limited amount of tracks to choose from. However, the calendar, we already know it. I think there are at least 3 or 4 tracks on it. There will be a pain in the ass to race. Monaco, Imola, Zandvoort, probably also Nürburgring. I don't think that the Nürburgring offers any good overtaking spots either. And then there are the high curbs that you can't even mount. First of all, getting braking points and everything in my head, the most important thing. Also, this track is not really good for me to watch chat, so I hope you guys can bear with me a little. Sticky and spiky. I would go to the settings then, to the controller settings, put down the minimum torque, put down the car specific FFB mult. I will have a look into the settings with you in a minute. Hey there, Sven, how you doing? The car's a bit twitchy out of turn 1 over that weird bump. Car's also a bit too oversteery from what I feel. Yeah, still grooving into track limits, braking points and such. You know, I will show you the settings here in the stream. The only thing you may need to do is remember what you saw here, or come back for the video on demand to rewatch. Just bear with me, give me another few laps until I completely fiddled in with the track. Hey there, Ian. How are you doing? So also server grips in a little bit with real road. Needs to be set. Got your RF2 up and running? Turn 1 is a tricky one, to be honest. There is a weird bump where you're going through some kind of hole. Ah, you're DD. Hey there, Psycho. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Also for you guys, I got another setup guide going on the channel. Uploaded it that morning. However, it's not live for the public yet, as obviously I'm gonna serve my Patreon perk with it. The guys on the Patreon program receive early access to the setup guides and to the technical videos. I also made another video of on field of view, and I have 2 other, well, more or less informal or informational videos uploaded. They will be shot live over the weekend. Videos where I ask you some questions as being part of the community for some valuable feedback, as in how we're going to proceed with this channel and with this community in the future. You know, things we want to do, things we want to see, things we want to have, stuff like that. Nothing too severe, nothing too major, but basically some discussion videos. So there's a lot of stuff coming over the next couple of days, just so you guys are aware. Also, if you're interested in having an access towards those setup guides already, I'm gonna put you guys into the right places later on the stream, showing where and how you can access the Patreon program, what are your perks and stuff like that. Mark Weiler, hey buddy, good afternoon. And where you'll be able to access those early accesses for setup guides and stuff like that. Interesting pit entry. Right, so first of all, have a look here, Taz, about the settings on the controls. So put FFP smoothing to 1. If it is rattling, if you got clipping, put the car as specific FFB molds towards 0. And have the FFB minimum torque probably at 3 or 4%. That should give you a good idea. If the wheel is rattling on the straights, put the FFB minimum torque back to 0. So that's how far I can help you on that. Beyond that, I am getting up to the stages. Fiddling a little bit with the setup here. For receiving a little bit more stability. As we're heading back on track with a hard tire again, going for a little longer stint maybe. First again, fiddling out with balances over the lap. Yeah, that felt like a better exit out of turn 1, but we need to see whether that was just due to us being a bit too slow here. The smoothing dampens a little bit the effects of the force feedback, and the car FFB mold is scaling the strength of effect. So let's say if 5 kilogram or 5 Newton meter of force feedback torque will be put out to the engine, then with car FFB mold 1.0, 5 Newton meters go to your wheelbase. If it is 0.5, then just 2.5 Newton meter go to the wheelbase. So that actually scales the strength of the effects. So a big massive welcome on that Saturday morning to everyone, or Saturday afternoon it is already. Thank you so much for your time, thank you so much for joining us here on the stream. If you like what you see, I'd appreciate if you hit up the like button on the video, or if you follow up and subscribe to the channels, giving us the support here. Hey there Montes, how you doing man? Well, I don't really know Tats because I never had a Thrustmaster wheel, but I probably would go with 0.5 FFB mold. You need to fiddle and play around a little there with the settings. Hey there Hopton, good morning. Hopton, by the way, I think I received an email from Twitch that one of the emotes got activated on the stream. You may want to have a look into it, maybe, if that works. Mantus, I'm getting ready for this FSR pre-season race around Zandvoort. You know, building a small setup. Whoop whoop. Also hopped on our other emotes working as well. Or is it just that one? Because I just received the mail that this specific emote got available here. Comonzo, a big massive thank you for the follow up on Twitch. Welcome to the crowd, and thanks for the follow. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hey there, Hunter. How are you? So we're coming around, final turn for personal best, I think. Happy weekend to everyone, you're absolutely right. Need to even favour the exit speeds more. Yeah, Psycho, that is a good value actually. To be honest, I should have probably also put down the multi and increase the FFB specific strength and the profiler on my DD1. There is a different line required into turn 1. Good morning there, Villamacher. Hey Luca, how you doing? Hunter, I'm doing really good. Weekend, you know, FSR test race with some fun attached coming up. Handball match coming up in the night. And also are gonna be 3 days off. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, no streaming. Just so you guys know. Hey there, Chris. How are you? Car is a bit too aggressive on the initial throttle. Thank you for the welcomes, Chris. It's good that you haven't been here around the last 5 minutes where I was actually saying I'm not too sure whether Zandvoort is really the location. F. Did. Is really the location where you want to have an F1 circuit on. Either way, we are here. We're testing here. Yeah, come on, so I'm not a big fan of it either just yet. Yep, Psycho, I agree, but I think it is a great hot lapping track, but because overtaking you don't want to have there going on at all, I think. Alright, some more little fiddles, some more little setup adjustments. Yeah, but once again, I don't think that just fixing up the final turn will make it a circuit where we have overtaken an action on. but that just may be my personal guessing on it. No, Victor, we have just started the setup process 20 minutes ago. We're looking into it. The race is going to be streamed obviously today. 15:30, the stream will be live with the Formula SimRacing PreSeason race. Also, I've done a new setup guide, the McLaren hypercar, a McLaren Senna GTR around Nürburgring circuit. This will be in early access to the Patreon group today, so we'll make that be ready. And if you guys want to be part of that early access, you may want to join in the Patreon program, finding a link to the Patreon page in the description below. Patreon program also consists of special access to the personal Discord server we're running as a community, access to my head in terms of thoughts and plans for community. You can take direct interaction here for the future heading and the future plans for the community. Beyond that, I will upload 2 community question videos where I'm sitting there putting out questions to you, where you guys hopefully gonna put some answers to it, as in order to improve the show, as in order to improve the streaming, the entertainment, everything that has to do with our streaming and with you guys hanging around. So obviously I want to have open ears for you guys and open eyes for your wishes. Yeah, but 18% of a bank angle, I'm not too sure whether that is really, you know, going too good there. I still think you can't overtake. I expect this race to be another Monaco of the year. I'm very sorry to say that, but I really think there's no other way around that. Yep, Luca, you are in the Patreon program, so you have additional videos to watch today, as I'm going to make up ready the Patreon post for that in the break between the streams. Yep, Psycho, I agree. This circuit is made for GT cars, if any, because Robin Racing can be used into the final turn. But obviously F1 cars are not made for Robin Racing. So there we go. Yeah, I agree. The home crowd topic will obviously be a marketing killer. So I think marketing-wise, Zandvoort is absolutely the right direction, with Max Verstappen being in the rising star still in F1. Of course, fans will love it. It will definitely be the most orange race in the year. Yeah, we'll have to see how 2021 cars then deal with the circuit, but I do not have too much hope. Okay, I think now I went into the right direction with the setup indeed. Car and tyre balance looks alright to me. We're also improving our lap times, which is good. Yeah, look, actually I want to, but I never have heard anything about qualifiers yet. Is there something announced? I think part of the race strategy will be how can you treat the tires well without killing them. Our boss, I'm so sorry. Man, so sorry, I just saw the raid. A big massive thank you, Arbus 10, for the raid here with 6 people. Welcome to the crowd, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream as I go for one ultimate lap, trying to see what the car can do around here. Yeah, turn 1 is a quite late apexing one. How long does qualifying still go though? I know that they are planning 4 LAN events and 4 online events, but I have no idea about the time frames and schedules. One week, one day. Okay, I'm gonna have a busy week next week. Okay, coming up, final turn. Going for an improvement very slightly. Yeah, come on, so I would appreciate some informative input. So once again, Arbus 10, a big massive thank you for the rate with a party of 6. As we have 2 temporary cars ahead of us. So box. Yeah, please watch your mirrors. How hard can we throw it down in here? Oh, the massive grip. Quali will be interesting. 104. Low 7th. So you're saying well, I mean I'm on the hard tire, but 8 seconds. I would not be able to find 8 seconds, I believe. Oh, box, Sebastian, box. No. Did. Wow. I had to best go into that pit road there. Yeah, probably line up with... There is no dotted line, is it? No, it is a fully pulled through one. Ah, I love the crash model though of the car. It's gonna be fun. Alright, so what am I going to do now with setup? Yeah, I think that the circuit itself also obviously is a hard one to deal with. think we need a softer suspension. Alright, we go for 10 laps in a row now. Well, Villamacher, ideally they would have dotted the line beforehand to actually make a pass over into pit road possible. I think also today is one day where I don't really want to start from the very back. Although as we are here for testing tires and everything. I may still gonna go for a back to front challenge. Hey there, Kevin Peters. How you doing? Could it be the case that this circuit is pretty tire killing in the back? You know, a lot of acceleration zones and stuff. That's definitely what it feels like. So long runs are in progress. Feel free to put up any question that comes up to your mind right now. Just please bear a little with me until I answer that. So once again, a new setup guide has been done by me, the McLaren Senna GTR on rFactor 2 around the Nürburgring circuit. Going to be published to the Patreon members and also to the YouTube channel members. As the YouTube channel members, the €5 membership grants you access to the Patreon perk. So it will be available for some members also on the YouTube channel. Beyond that, if you wish to have early access to it too, you may want to check out www.patreon.com/MichiHoyer. I'm gonna show that webpage as soon as we're done with testing here at the end of the stream. Beyond that, today the pre-season test race here in this car, full 71 lap race coming up today. Stream goes live 15:30 CET with some little practice qualifying and a 71 lap race. Storm TTV, a big massive thank you for following up on the channel. Welcome to the Twitch group. Enjoy your stay, appreciate the time, man. Oh, some rear wing. Ah, F. Well, I'm not quite sure how long the tyre really will stay alive. Probably around 30 laps with the current abrasion going on. Not much grip though. Neither there on the circuit nor on the tyres. Yep, come on, so I'm in the public practice server, and if you guys also want to have a go at this car, you just want to check out www.forum-formulasimracing.com, get an account, check out the special events called PreSeason testing, and then you'll find the download link to the car. Beyond that, you can also just join the FSR server, which is currently public and live in the rFactor 2 launcher area. That is the second way of getting access to the car and the track. Well, the track you should have bought already, as it is paid content by rFactor 2. It's worth it though, as it is laser scanned, as you can see. So I need to make sure to not start over pushing the car due to the tyres. Modern F1 car is basically driven at 85 to 90% of its physical abilities in order to keep the tyres in shape. We've seen this a lot this past couple of years in F1, and basically the same thing applies to the cars we do have here right now as well. Just want to keep them as happy as you possibly can. So we're going to pit. Zandvoort, pre-season test will be today. Stream goes live 15:30 CET here on the channel. Oh, I hate this last little king that disables you really from braking. Right. Let's go back out with the medium in a second. Also, Kevin Peters, Big Mac, so thank you for joining us here as a member. So, medium tyres now on. Brett, not so ninja-like, massive thank you for the follow-up, welcome to the channel, and if you guys want to support me in any thinkable way, please check out links in the description of the videos, and if you haven't done already, follow up on the Twitch channel, on the YouTube channel, wherever you got accounts to, that would be massively appreciated, guys. Yeah, Hobden, the emotes do work finally. Also, do the other emotes work as well, or is it just the Michi Hoyer logo that works? Right, now out with the medium tires. I'm needing to check how long that tire will last, how quick that tire will go. Also doing 10 laps with it. Hoped I'm not too sure. The thing it takes up to 48 hours to process. Apparently it took close to 2 weeks to do it. Zach, I feel comfortable in the car. At some points the rear still wants to step out and wants to snap oversteer on me, but you know, remember, not much real road, harder tire compound, not much practice, and it is a circuit with a lot of low speed corners. Where it is difficult to get the power down. But softer tires really should make a huge time difference here over the couple of laps. Yep, come on, so they updated the car. I need to go into the configurator, remove that halo. Okay, so first initial lap, 3/10 quicker. Is that the truth though? We need to find out, doing more laps. See whether we can again do 14th, mid 14th, while keeping the tyres happy. Yeah, Zach Wilson, well, we first of all confirm a 14.7. It really seems like that the traction zones, I mean a lot of slow speed corners where traction is required, and with low aero grip it's all dependent mechanic from the suspension and the tires. However, I agree with you. Also that up and down, you know, the elevation changes with some corners in between. They do not necessarily help the tires a lot. And then we have quite long-handed corners like those, you know, the duration you are turning to the left, time-wise, is pretty long. So that means a lot of friction on the front tires as well, but also the rear tires have friction while cornering. As we put in the third 114.7 in a row. Could call us consistent here, which is a clear indication for the fact that we're driving the tyre right in the zone very constantly. Hey there Sven, how are you? Sven, what you mean, new batch? Oh yeah, you mean a new batch on the member area? This have been in place for over a week now. So it puts in 114.8. Still right in the ballpark. Oh. What make is your button box? It's a SimRacing hardware Control R. I think it is. Let me see on the straight. Now I really killed the front though. Yeah, simracinghardware.com, and then it's the Control R. This circuit will be a tyre eating circuit in real life F1. I'm gonna look forward to the people mourning how much sand there is on the streets and how abrasive the tyre will be. So I think we can consider the medium compound to be a good 3/10 quicker than the hard. Obviously more tyre being used at the same time. So what is left in this testing session for us? We soon come to go box for swapping to the soft compound, do 10 laps, then box for estimating the pit delta. Then we're gonna take out some fuel to do some quali runs. And then we're gonna take a break for an hour before we go back live with the actual pre-season racing event. And if you guys are new to the channel, like what you see, I'd appreciate if you hit up the like button on the video. If you follow up to the channel, make this community grow, as we got community events coming up. Once again, I will publish 2 videos today or over the weekend where I am putting questions to you, and I'm looking forward to see your answers there in the commentary area. See what your guys' thoughts is on specific things. I bet I'm losing so much time for not really using the entire tarmac towards the gravel. Well, then I'm just too anxious putting one wheel into the gravel and be dead. So final lap. No, that it was the final lap already of the stint, as we're now going box. This pit entry actually needs some practice. Then we head out straight away with a soft tyre compound. And then once again, a new setup guide will be published, hashtag soon. It's going to be published today to the Patreon group and to the YouTube members. And then will be published to everyone to see in the beginning of the week. Too quick. It's so weird to come down to 60 kph. So, as I told you, as I said, soft tyre compound. Also, you guys want to see the ride a little bit in the qualifying overview. If you wish so, just let me know. did. Alright, let's see the soft tyre compound then. So, race coming up today, 15:30, stream goes live with a half an hour practice, a little qualifying session, and a full 71 lap race. I'm not too sure whether I can do the entire race due to time calendar infringement. Beyond that, I'm not too sure whether I really want to start from the very back. Could be fun around the circuit, just to see, again, how to deal with traffic. I mean, those races are not about to be won, those races are about to gather enough information on everything, so I'll probably just start from the very back again and see how things go, see how difficult overtaking is and all that stuff. What do you mean you drive for a Brucey? Ruddick 1976, a big thank you for the follower on the Twitch channel. Welcome to the crew, man. Appreciate your time. Hope you enjoy the practicing we do. So again, we're coming around with 3/10 of improvement. Is it really the case that those tyre compounds are even to each other now? Yakubu06 has actually a very good idea. I should think about that too. It is just pretty difficult to, you know, qualify on purpose on a specific position. However, you're absolutely right, that would probably serve the issue as well. Or not calling it an issue, but serve the idea. You guys know what I mean. Nearly died. Yeah, Yakubu, it's a very good point. I'm not too sure whether I'm not too hard to the tyres here. Need to find the right spot of driving. Which means not to over punish the tyres. run in the same condition or in the same push area that we ran with the other tyre compounds as well. It's not too easy to maintain that, to be honest. So now I get some stuttering. Someone complained about stuttering of the server like 15 minutes ago. Yeah, it could be. We're gonna find out where the DRS zone is according to when the 3 yellow dots on the wheel appear. Gonna do a little radio on that. No DRS, no DRS, no DRS. Here, that is where the DRS comes available. Not sure if you can see it due to the relative timer on the stream. So 4 more laps, and then we'll box for a pit stop, do the first lap to see the undercut, and to have a data about how much time you lose with a pit stop. Before we head into an hour break, do a little bit of race file analyzations. To be actually a little bit prepared for that race. I see 109.3 is on a quali run right now. I'm not too sure the guys that do low sevens how much real road there was. Right now I think we got real road value of 350, maybe 400 laps. Not even that. We were on the green track when we came out with 7 people. We're gonna see in the lap counts. Ooh. Yeah, don't touch these curves, they can kill you any second. Tire balance, tire wear balance is good to me. Just need to keep it where it is. You're just not allowed to push the car with a wheel around the turns. You need to be in the right ballpark compared to when it comes to cornering speed, aggressiveness on the wheel, braking points, car balance, balancing the car with the brakes around here. Point of when you're picking off the throttle. I think I'm doing too much coasting. I used a little bit more tires last lap round. Yeah, I was going too aggressive through those hairpins. Heating the tire up too much. While speaking about exactly that topic of going too hard through those corners. So final timed lap coming up before we go box. Wow. What a great cornering with the exact right amount of traction and throttle and everything. You saw that time gain. A good 10th there. Yeah, you feel the grip fading though. So, box, Sebastian, box. As he put it in with another 14.6. This one is in racing conditions now. Aye. Ah, flat spots. We're gonna do a lap or two. A one-timed lap indeed. Seeing what was 20 degrees, 20 liters less give as a time advantage. Probably a 10th or two, if any. And then we're gonna have to try for qualifying laps. Before we head off for a little technical break. That was exactly the shit I didn't want to happen when talking about the edge. Alright, take out fuel, see what the car can do in quali trim. Fonda Hyder 108 to 8.8 to beat. I don't think I will hit that, I guess. We'll find out. Qualifying overview for that. Once again, a big massive thank you for you guys being around here. Hey there, James. How are you? And obviously this time by, we do not even care about tires. We just go full throttle as much as we can on the actual lap. So, giving it everything we got. DRS wide open. Oh, please. Oh, there is the second DRS zone. Didn't know about that second one. Oh. We're not far off there. Hey there, Norman, how you doing? Just 31,000s. Easy to get them. Let's just go again. This time, standard view though. Hey there, Jürgen. No, this track here, the virtual track will stay with how it is, I believe. As a laser scan is from the late 2018. So once again, another try, maybe two more tries here for qualifying pace around Zandvoort. Then we're gonna have an hour of break, grabbing some food, having some technical analysis of the long runs we did, and then we're back live 15:30 with the upcoming pre-season test race. I hope you will join the madness, you will join the streams and enjoy the racing that is going on. And guys, if you like what you see, please hit the like button, share and subscribe to the channel just like Antonin so did. A big massive thank you, Antonin, for becoming part of the YouTube channel. Welcome, buddy. Wow, what a lap so far, 2/10 up. Here in that bocht, we can gain some time. I broke myself here. DRS wide open, 3/10. And final turn. Yes. DRS wide open. And across the line in a 108.450. Yeah, Norman, I know it's been a little while. You are considering taking a page out of my rig design and purchasing an ultra widescreen. You should do so, man. Ultra widescreen is lovely. Speaking about the ultra widescreen here, while we're on our cooldown lap coming back to pit road. 108.4, I think for the current set of grip and everything, this lap time is pretty much alright. Second try only also. I think we can gain a 10th or 2/10 in turn 9. Other than that, I think the lap was pretty okay. A little bit too resistant maybe coming out of the of that chicane. Here in that area, surely a little bit time to gain. Alright, once again, we will be back live with the racing around here for the pre-season test race number 3, 15:30 CET, that is in an hour and 10 minutes. So make sure to follow up on the channel, subscribe to the channels, and come back for more racing to be seen later on that day. Full 71 lap race to come up here. So we're gonna enjoy that. I enjoy you guys sharing the time with me. Once again, Antonini, so a big massive thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you're new to the channel, if you're here for the first time, if you like what you see, I appreciate if you would do the same. Then Antonini Zoe or Radic 1976 and follow up or subscribe to the channels. Make this little gift bin played one more time. Beyond that, guys, as indicated beforehand, and let me quickly go out of the server here. Yeah, Zach Wilson is a fun fact, as my Akira GP actually is a Mercedes replica, so that is the very same thing. You thought about the new Samsung Odyssey G9. What do I think? Norman, I have sadly no idea about that monitor, to be 100% honest with you. Right, as I indicated already, a new setup guide has been done, and when the McLaren GTR. So around the Nürburgring circuit. Beyond that, I told you I'm going to show you and tell you about the Patreon program. So if you are part of the Patreon program, you get access to early access to this setup guide, which will be published to this group exclusively this afternoon. However, if you're not part of the Patreon program, don't worry, guys. You're going to see the setup guide in the beginning of the week. However, those are the different Patreon perks you can join. As I said, as a patron, you have access to behind the scenes, can take direct influence on where the channel is heading, can share your thoughts with me, can give me feedback. I will ask you for specific things, where there will be 2 other videos coming up this weekend, asking some questions from to the community. Beyond that, part of those questions is what we're going to do with the upcoming plan of doing races with the community or within the community. As we reach $120 per month on the patronage, we're gonna go and reach monthly races events with other sim racing colleagues, with other sim racing streamers on a track, on a car, in a sim that the guys in the Patreon program will choose. However, the event will most likely be made available to all community members, and target number 2 is when we do a $250 per month. We are going to have monthly races, turning them into a season, including giveaways and stuff like that. So if you want to support me, I'm going to support you. If you support me, I'm going to give you something back. And if you like what you see. Once again, if you want to support me, find out the links in the description of the video as well. I'm going to add a cloud bot as well to the chat, hashtag soon. So a lot of different things are working and happening currently here on Michi Hoyer Sim Racing. Guys, a big massive thank you for all of you being here. Big massive thank you for the support so far. Hope to see you back later in 1 hour when we are back live with the Formula Sim Racing preseason race number 3 around Zandvoort, 71 lap race, including little practice and qualifying. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed it. This is the Simpid. I'm Michi Hoyer, and I'll see you guys out on the track.